Every successful person that's come on the podcast has built a community, then the product. The community leads to the product. I haven't made $1 on it. But what's happening is the trust building is now being converted into my meta ads. I'm not going for the virality. I'm going with the connection. And that's what building a personal brand is. You have to take a hit, a financial hit, unfortunately, to build that organic reach before you start advertising. In today's world, it's all about attention. Last week, I got a message from a creator saying, in today's world, it's all about attention. And I'm noticing it while I create my app, Taxifi. I've heard Alex Hormozi talk, and he says, build a personal brand, build a product, sell that product through conversions. The last year, I've been on this journey to build a personal brand. Now I'm realizing the personal brand is your community builder. The personal brand, you don't sell anything to. You build free content so you can build trust with your audience. That's what the personal brand is for. You talk about your family, you talked about your business, you talk about all the different aspects of you to build trust. It's not just specific on the business aspect. People want to know who David is from start to finish. Does he work out? Does he have family? Does he run a business? How does he do all these things? Because just running a business is just one aspect of your life. You have to bring people in throughout your whole journey. And that's hard for a lot of individuals talking personal, but you have to get over it because those are the connection pieces individuals need so that they'll eventually buy from you. And in the last year, I've went from posting on TikTok, which 3 posts would take about 4 hours, to now 3 posts takes me a half an hour to script it, film it, edit it, caption it, post it. And now every day I allocate 30 minutes a day in my schedule to post on TikTok. Why? Because I'm building an audience there that connects with me. And the messages I'm getting, last week I got a message from a creator saying, I've been watching your whole journey from the beginning and it's really resonating with me, so thank you. I never got these messages 6 months ago, and it's now been a year on this journey where I'm getting these messages and people and the engagements are getting higher and higher. Yes, I might get 1,000 views, but out of those 1,000 views, I'm getting 50 likes, 75 likes, 100 likes. There's a huge amount of engagements that are going with it. I'm not going for the virality. I'm going with the connection. And that's what building a personal brand is. I'm leveraging my story and I'm building content around that, and I'm documenting it every single step of the way. Whenever I try to sell, those videos go absolutely nowhere. I'm doing that on TikTok. On Instagram, I'm building an audience that is a polished version of myself. What people think about Instagram from creators that I talk to, it's a polished version of yourself, a polished version of your website. It's all about you, yourself, how you run things. And that's how I think about that content. And with that content, I'm building 3 to 5 stories a day plus 1 reel or post to build extra engagement. I'm leveraging my podcast a lot in my Instagram. And for LinkedIn, that's the community I've built over 10,000 followers on. And that's all about business. That's easy for me, a lot easier for me to talk about because people don't really care about your personal life. They want your business acumen in regards to it. That platform's a lot easier to me than TikTok, but I want to be on all 3 because it's different audiences and it's a different attention. And I don't care about the attention for me, but we live in an attention economy. Whoever has the attention will get the biggest bang for your buck. So those are the 3 platforms I'm using, and all those 3 platforms are strictly to build trust. And then I launched a podcast called Laid Off to 8 Figures, which then I bring on guests and I talk about my journey with Taxifi. Those videos are posted on Spotify, YouTube, and everything else. Why I'm doing that is I want content, and number 1, having conversations with business owners I love it. So it's a very easy process for me. And then I build content around that with clips across the board. But again, all of that is a lot of work and I haven't made a dollar on it. But what's happening is the trust building is now being converted into my Meta ads. So March 1st, I launched Meta, and now individuals get to see all the content I've built up to build those trust mechanisms. So now when a conversion happens to my product, Taxify, it happens a lot quicker. And we're building up our wait list that way. So, in order to be successful in today's society, you have to do two things: build a personal brand, which is building trust, and it's all organic reach. Do not sell. Build a product, a business that has meta ads or some sort of advertising direct to consumer, where now you're building conversion. These are two strategies that Alex Hormozi, all these big guys are doing, and I've heard them do it, but now I'm actually doing it and I'm seeing the results. Because now people see me build my personal brand and now see my product, and now we're converting at a mass scale. So if you want to grow your business or even want to start out, you have to take a hit, a financial hit, unfortunately, to build that organic reach before you start advertising. And every successful person that's come on the podcast has built a community, then the product. The community leads to the product. Your personal brand leads to your product. And the whole message I want to get out of this podcast is I'm doing it in real time and I'm seeing it work. I've heard a lot of influencers talk about it, but now that I'm doing it, I'm seeing the conversion happen. So if you're running a business right now and you're not building organic social media, I recommend spend an hour to 2 hours a day just doing one post on one platform to build that social proof. And it's about you and the business, not just about the business. You have to get over the fear about talking about your whole life, which took me months to do, and now I can do it. Now I can speak in front of a camera and look into the camera and actually talk and not be scripted. That's what it takes. It took me a year to do that. That's after doing my MBA, doing 15 years of entrepreneurial experience. It's very intimidating, but you got to get over that because the younger generation are doing it and the older generation is going to be left behind because they are creating a lot more content than the older generation. But if you're a business owner, this is the strategy that I recommend you do. It's working for me, so let it work for you too.